Hello and welcome to this video where we're going to take this lovely CHUCKY file from Thingiverse, download the fella and open him up in Blender and edit him to Goimer's satisfaction. So here we go.
Right then, let's see how you work your magic then, Judge. Let's see how it all happens.
Right, so let's download CHUCKY.
I hope you're going to make it easier for me this time. I want something easy my end.
Yeah, no, I've got you covered, mate. I've got you covered. So I've moved over into Blender and I'm going to import the STL file that I've got from Thingiverse. Just go to the location where that file has been downloaded into. So let's import STL. It's quite a large file, 47 megs, so hopefully there's a fair amount of detail here. But we'll have a little bit of a play once it's imported.
So am I right in thinking, because the file's so big, the actual size in centimetres height-wise big? Or is it just the details?
There we go. It's the complexity of the model. So
right.
think very like a JPEG file. The more detail you've got in the image file, the bigger the file is.
Right. Okay. So it's not the actual measurements of the print. It's going to be the actual. Right.
No,
okay. I'm with you.
It's the complexity of the model that will impact.
Oh, look at that. That's cool, man.
It's yeah, no, it's really interesting. So what are you thinking? Do you want a flat back cut? Yeah, so
I really like. I really like what we did with a zombie. Don't you think it'd be cool to have like a matching pair? You could do something, and you can have them both sitting on a shelf or something. Then that'd look well cool, wouldn't they?
Okay.
Halloween matching pair.
Okay, so again, I like how specific you are there. So rather than speaking in easy for me to say generalities, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add something on here so you can then talk me through it, what you mean.
I want him cut.
I like it a bit like what we did on the previous thing.
I want you to lob the back of his swede off, right, and then put put it flat back so it can stand up. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm lobbing off the swede.
At the back, yeah. Right, let's have a look. So I'd want, see, because you got to think about here. There's going to be a lot of silver in his head, isn't there? So he's going to flop forward, isn't he? We're trying to make.
Worried about balance now as well.
Yeah, that's just come into my head because look, don't you think? You see how small the base is? Could you go a bit close? I think you see where his hairline is.
Yeah.
Go to there, and then let's have. Go more. I think at the front hair, go more.
How about? Is he not better suited to going in around?
Just his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. So, like he's coming out of the middle of the round.
Because I don't think, now you say it about the, it actually looks a little bit, it looks really evil.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, can you do him coming out of a round?
But now you say about the base being troubling in terms of it being able to stand up. I think we need to do something different to what we've done with the zombie because
I know I really like the zombie, but no, okay, no, I totally understand. I'm just thinking from physics and silver, weight of silver. His head's just going to keep flopping over.
Yeah, I agree. So, how much do you want to come out of in terms of the face? Let me get you so you can see it a bit better. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see it. That I'd come cut
the hair. I'm gonna say I'll lop off the CHUCKY bit at the bottom.
See, that's quite a big. No, I'd come forward. I'd go just before. Yeah, I'd go something like that. I think that looks scary.
Do you want just a little bit of hair, or is that still a bit too much silver? Do you reckon?
I think we just do. We need a bit of hair. Does he look silly without? Do we know that it's CHUCKY without that bit of hair? I think we need a little bit of hair.
How about that much? Gives an indication.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because I want it to so he's coming out the ground again. Because I'm into coming out the ground and stuff. Yeah, I like that, mate.
So let's see if I can take.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
That's giving you an indication. I'm going to take.
See, because that is pretty. That's a nice deep relief. That is, mate. That's going to be a nice. It's going to stand nice and high off the back of the round, isn't it? It's going to look cool.
Yeah. So I'm also going to do a similar kind of thing, and just delete. Use this. This is for people who are interested in the technicalities. This is a Boolean modifier, and what I'm doing is I'm taking the the cube and using it to delete with a Boolean. Basically remove the difference. Probably not explain that very well, but it's much easier than manually trying to carve up and use some of the other tools. So I like using a Boolean modifier.
Oh yeah, he looks scary. I think he needed that bit of hair, didn't he? Because I think we was losing.
So. Yeah.
Who he was, yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually make him a little bit. Move him off the flat plane a little bit. I'm going to put a coin underneath it. So let's just say.
Are you going to have a coin with like a border, or just a flat one?
What do you want?
I think one with a border might look cool for this.
Okay, so let's do a cylinder. Don't worry too much about the dimensions right now, because like I say, we can, as long as it's to the right proportions, we can scale it.
Okay.
Right, so let's just get it something we can see. 50, 550. Too much.
Oh, I see. And then yeah, I can see what you're doing now. Yeah, I get it.
So we've got it's probably a bit too big, isn't it?
Yeah. But don't forget, you're going to do a little border, aren't you? So
yeah. No, exactly. So the border. Let's just put it at 8. Is that too small? Because obviously we've not got much room for a border now.
Well, if put him in the middle, I can't really see from my screen, mate. He doesn't look completely in the middle. Is he in the middle of it?
No.
Get him in the middle. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a bit slight. I don't know. Yeah, it depends how much border you want, doesn't it?
Well, I guess actually it doesn't matter so much if some of these features of Chucky's are touching the border, does it?
No, not at all. I prefer that. I prefer that.
Okay. So let's duplicate that, and then what I'm going to do.
So this is our Chucky scary round. Then this can be cool.
Yeah. So let's try 70. Oh, duplicate that. So have the duplicate 70 by 70. It's all a bit weird at the moment. Don't worry about that.
Mate, I'm sure you've got it covered, mate. It's beyond me, as you know. It's absolutely beyond me.
So let's try. So you can see that from there, the outside to this orange line, that's going to be the border.
Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah. So we lose a little bit of his head. That's fine.
Proportionally, that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, that looks cool. Right then, mate. So size-wise, I'm thinking some of the rounds we've done before have been around 40mm, haven't they?
Right.
But this one's quite high relief. As you can see, his face, his chin and his cheeks quite puffy in his forehead. So if we do go for 40mm, I'm guessing this is going to be a nice chunky pour, maybe getting up to 100 grams. So that'd be nice if we could get it towards that. So
okay.
I'm thinking the outside edge 40mm. What do you think?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That sounds right. And what about the depth of the coin? So obviously, yeah, Chucky's gonna extend beyond the depth of the coin, but I'm thinking probably we don't want. At the moment, this is set up for 2 centimeters. That's way too deep, isn't it? Or is it actually? Do you want something more? Yeah, you got a bit more play in the model,
so I can push it in a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. 2 centimeters would be cool, mate. Yeah, so I can push it in and pull it out. Or even, you know what, mate? To make my life easier, can you do it 3 centimeters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can pull it out by hand then. You see.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll actually make it, because it's all relative, because we've got this is 80mm. I'm going to double it, make it 60mm, and then I'll adjust.
Okay, cool, man.
So let's do. So I think
it's looking cool.
This is probably going to, again, use the Boolean tool. Remove. Oh, do it the other way around. Sorry. Remove the difference. So we've got that might be a little bit much, but let's see.
It's looking
so that's
cool.
going to be that's too deep, isn't it? That's
yeah. We've lost him. Chucky's fell down the well.
So let's be a little bit less cavalier with this then. It's all trial and error as well. I mean, we can.
Well, that's it. It's experimental, isn't it? It's the same. My end, it's until you've got him in and had a look.
Good, relatively speaking. The head's popping out. Some of the details within the coin.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Or you're gonna have some issues with some of these deeper recesses.
That's what I was just thinking. Is it's yeah? I need him. No, I need it less, mate. Thinking about it, it's going to be too much of a. I want his head. I want it more high relief away from the border.
So how high do you want the head to be at? Let's work from that.
So it's hard until I see it. Let's have a look at that.
So that's
because you've got his hair.
There's not much depth there. Let's make it a little bit deeper. And I'll tell you what I'll do is I will I'll edit the.
Wow, that he looks scary now.
Pick the right object. Edit. So again, I'll bring that plane up.
That's that'll be perfect. Yeah, that's cool.
How's that looking for you?
Yeah, that's perfect. I'm liking that. I'm liking them apples.
So you've got a small recess. So
Mate,
make your life a bit easier.
That looks superb.
Yeah. Chucky looking insane.
Don't you think that's more scary than just the portrait bust? That's a lot scarier than coming out of something.
I think what I'm going to do there is I'm going to go back on the Z. I think he needs to move down a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. What do you think about that positioning? The hair's almost touching, the chin's touching at the bottom.
Yeah, that's good, mate. I'm liking it. I'm 100% bought in on that one, mate. Yeah, I'm excited to get my hands on that.
Okay, and that's going to be 4 centimeters top to bottom. It's going to be overly deep, so it's going to be 3 centimeters deep.
Yeah, that's perfect. Just the reason being on that, I'll just quickly explain. I don't know whether you're 3D print dudes, but it's just when I push it into the impression in the sand, it gives me something I can lift out. You see, yeah. I can pull out a lot easier. And also, it also gives us if we wanted to add more silver weight to the piece, we can by going a bit deeper.
Yeah, so you can. So you can just go in at that height, but you could go in much deeper as well if you wanted to, couldn't you?
Yeah. If you wanted a chunkier round, yeah, you can make it a bit bigger if you wanted a heavier pour.
So I'll save that as a Chucky round. I'll export this, get it sliced, and get it on the 3D printer.
No, that sounds cool, mate. And I'll look forward to you sending me the results so I can start getting in the pouring shed and getting it on. Look at Chucky, look at that bad boy.